Hey friends, nothingwired.com, and finally we could grab hold of the brand new Samsung Galaxy Grand 2 Duos. Now the original Grand was an immense success, so it was only a matter of time before Samsung came up with an upgraded version of the Grand, and so we have today the Galaxy Grand 2 for you. It's upgraded in terms of design, look, size, and even inside, and in terms of usability and hopefully performance as well. So let's check out whether it gives you a significant upgrade over the original Grand, and also whether it competes really well or beats the competition of its similar price category devices. You see a very signature new Samsung box there. It's 100% recyclable material. Even the ink is soya ink, so everything is recyclable, which is very environment friendly, and of course we like that fact. Now that's your Galaxy Grand 2. We of course have the white device. It's written out here. You see it comes in about 11 Indian languages. Of course supports other international languages as well. You see Duos means dual SIM, and that's our seal, and you can see the MRP in India is about 24,890, but you'd get it for a little cheaper online or with your local vendor. Now you see the content that you're supposed to find inside, and then some quick specs out here. You can see it has a quad band GPRS and Edge, then HSPA plus up to 21 Mbps, a quad-core 1.2 gig processor, 5.25 inch screen, 8 MP back camera, 1.9 MP front camera, 2600 mAh battery, and then some usual features here. So let's quickly go ahead and open the box and see what's in store for us inside. First, the Galaxy Grand 2. We're gonna come back to the device in a while. Before that, let's go ahead and check out what else in the box. So that's your quick start guide, and then your warranty card, some SAR information, customer information, and then some environmental information. You have the USB 2.0 micro USB port, the cable, then you have your earphones and gold plated 3.5mm jack, noise cancelling type, and then you have the call control button here, and the mic, and then also you get extra 3 pairs of earbud, then your round pin wall charging adapter, and then the 2600 mAh battery. That's about it really. So let's come back to the device here, the Galaxy Grand 2, and I'm gonna peel off all the unnecessary plastic from its body. And you can see the main aspect of the body is the back, which kind of borrows its look and design from the Galaxy Note 3. It also has that leather kind of a touch and that stitch design which became so popular with the Note 3. But then this is not leather, of course, this is plastic, but then it really feels like leather. And rest of it much look like the original Grand, silverish size and everything, but we'll come back with the detailed hardware review in a bit. The first thing you'll notice about the Grand 2 is how similar does it look to the Grand 1 from the front, but then slightly bigger. It has a 5.25 inch screen, whereas the Grand 1 had a 5 inch screen. But then when you look behind, you'll be delighted to find that the back cover looks almost as good as on the Note 3, because they have the same leather like look with a custom stitching design here. Note that this is not leather, of course. Even Note 3's back cover, here we have a Note 3, so even this back cover is not leather, but actually this one looks less premium or less leathery than the one on the Note 3. Of course that's understandable, but then this means that Samsung is very serious about the Grand 2 it actually brings some of Note 3's DNAs to the Grand 2 to be able to give the phone a more premium look than what the price suggests. Yeah, you see the TFT screen. It's an HD screen. On top you have the earpiece, then your notification light and sensors, and then you have a 1.9 MP fixed focus front camera. Duos mark there, meaning it has dual SIM. Then you have the Samsung signature diamond cut edge home screen. You would also have the back and the menu button right there. Then on the left side you would have the volume rocker. Below you have the micro USB 2.0 port and the mouthpiece. This side you have the power button, and then on top you have the 3.5mm jack. Now this phone certainly does not look the thinnest in the market, but then we like this nice silverish touch on the side. Of course all these are plastic. And then to the back cover, the 8MP autofocus camera, then you have your LED flash and the speaker grill. Now the thing we like about it, although the speaker grill is situated on the back, the grill here, the one thing here is kind of elevated so that it does not prevent the sound from coming up properly when you keep the phone on a flat surface, which is a good thing. Now once you open the flap, you would notice the 2600 mAh battery lying there. Then your SIM card 1 and SIM card 2. On top of SIM card 1 you insert the micro SD card. Now you can remove the micro SD card without having to remove the battery, but not either of the SIM cards. Yeah, you would have liked at least the SIM card 2 to be removed on the fly, but that's okay. You won't need to regularly remove a SIM anyway. The phone fits very good in your hand, but then despite of this back cover, despite of this texture and kind of a matte back cover, the phone seems to slip a bit, although not all the time, but it's certainly better than a glossy back. But a rubbery back is way better, at least in terms of holding, in terms of sitting securely in your palm. It kind of just between your glossy cover and a rubbery back cover, but then it looks very, very nice, gives the whole phone a very premium look. And yeah, it says that Samsung is serious at the mid-level market. The Galaxy Grand 2 has an HD display on a 5.25 inch screen, now which means about 280 ppi of color density. HD is 1280 by 720 pixels. 280 pixels at this price point is quite the standard also, although you have some full HD screens from Indian manufacturers as well. However, the screen looks quite sharp, and you can see the camera button there when my camera focuses. Might see some zagged ends, just slight zagged ends that you see on the round lens of the camera. That means that the resolution is slightly lower than what's optimally required for a 5.25 inch screen. But then when you look at the gallery, some photos, and also this was the photo I clicked with this Grand 2 yesterday, and you see it's pretty crisp. And although it's a glossy reflective glass, but then the viewing angles are also quite sharp, not so much from vertical, but from this side you see it's quite good, the viewing angles. However, because it's a TFT screen, so it tends to reflect a lot. And there's another thing that we noticed. This is our color card here. Another thing we noticed, that the screen tries to oversaturate the stuffs a bit. So this reds and all, you will know here that these reds are slightly oversaturated than usual. Apart from that, let's check out some of the videos that we have. I'll notice that it's very, very sharp. Yeah. Nice blacks, very dark. color renditions are very good. There is no fuzziness in the display. There's no discoloration anywhere on the sky. There you see. So very pleasant viewing. You see the metallic shine is intact there. When I said Galaxy Grand 2 carries some of the DNA of the Note 3, I didn't only mean the back cover. The Galaxy Grand 2 also runs on Android 4.3 and then a brand new TouchWiz UI on top. So you have the very familiar unlock screen, this lightning effect stuff. Then you have your notification bar as well, your shortcut keys here. You can add your widgets from all there. There are again 6 screens. You can have your favorite apps at there as well. Dragging any of these would take you to that particular application. Yeah. Now we're gonna unlock the screen. Then again you find very familiar TouchWiz home screen. You can add all home screens here. You can also remove any of those to add widgets to any of the home screen. Just long press and you can add wallpaper or apps or widgets, folders or additional pages. Then in the notification bar you can simply clear all the notifications from here. Yeah. And then your function bar there, that's the full function bar, and you can also drag with 2 fingers to get the same. Yeah. So once you're there you can edit, and then you can simply drag and drop these, you know, to show them according to your preferences. Now when you go there, you'll see the flight mode out there replacing the other one. Yeah. That's the app dock, but it's customizable. You can have your own choice of apps. Then that's your menu. Yeah, that's your home screen. Long pressing it would give you an option of going to a task manager there. You can also clear all memories, and you can also see the recent menu. You can delete all of those simply by pressing that, or you can go to Google Now from the home screen. Yeah. I haven't set up my Google Now yet. There you see. Yeah, and that's the back button. You can also double tap here to activate as voice. Apart from there, you can see it's laden with widgets, but then it's not lagging, which is quite satisfactory thanks to the 1.2 gig quad-core processor and 1.5 GB of RAM. It lags at times when you're suddenly coming out of the app to the home screen, or you have lot of background apps running at the same time. But then in general, for everyday use, the smoothness and the UI transitions are very sleek. Apps. Now first you have the connection tab, you have Wi-Fi, everything there you see. It does not have NFC or screen mirroring, for example. You have multi-window though, so you can just hit on and then you can have the multi-window out there. See, it lags just a bit in some of the animations. So you can hold it and then drag it to the other side, but you cannot attach it to top or bottom like in case of some of the other flagship devices. You have a lock screen and easy mode. You also have a SIM card manager. There you see, you can also have smart dual SIM here. Yeah, and then your controls, your language and output. You also have a hands-free mode, a one-handed operation where it shrinks some of the applications like keypad or your calculator or unlock pattern so that you can use it with one hand. There are lots of motion and palm motion. There you see, you also have a smart screen, but not as many motions or and other stuff as you've seen on some of the flagship devices. Does not have air view, does not have air glance. Yeah, and then your accounts. So you have all these accounts by default: TripAdvisor, Twitter. Yeah. Then cloud security, and then about phone. You see Android 4.3 and its name is actually, model number is G7102. So that's about the settings. You have the main menu out here, and then these two. These are my own apps I have downloaded for testing. So you have email, Google settings, and all of this. So those are the widgets. Then as you can see, those are my downloaded apps. You can also go ahead and edit. That means you can you can drag them onto any folder or swap their places with any other. However, there's one thing we've seen that you cannot do is you cannot hide hide any apps that you would be able to do in some other TouchWiz UIs. Yeah, so quickly some of the apps now. You have a dialer here, pretty big dialer. Did you see? A very usual TouchWiz interface. You have your gallery. Yeah, again the most recent thumbnails, the biggest, and then you have all other albums. You can multi-select album, or you can select all here, and then you can share them by all these means. See, a lot of ways. Or you can delete or edit them. You can go inside a particular album. You can see it nicely shows you in an explorer mode, and then you can share it, or you can share wirelessly, or you can delete it, or you can also go to edit. So now the Samsung photo editing feature is built into the gallery, and you don't have to actually download a separate photo editor for this, which is a good thing now. Then it's your camera. So let's show you the camera. It's an 8MP camera. The interface is very sleek and full of information, but at the same time does not look very cluttered, because you can always minimize this. You see, it first came on the Galaxy camera. We really loved it there, and thankfully Samsung has continued that same interface more with plus minus some features on the devices that came after the Galaxy camera. So you have your complete settings here. There you see photo size is 6MP, but you can go to 8MP in aspect ratio of 4:3. You have your metering modes. I would always suggest keep metrics, ISO, auto, and T-shake also you can keep it on. Then your video size is HD. You can also go to full HD out there at 30 FPS. Mind you, you can also GPS tag stuffs, and then some other usual settings. Apart from that, that's your flash settings, that's your voice control, that's your self timer, video mode and sharing, and all those stuffs. Yeah, and that's how you toggle front and back camera. You see, that's my front camera. Now you have all these modes: auto, night, sports, and panorama, and all those stuffs. Yeah, now you can simply click a photo with this. Takes some time to acquire the focus, and you can also start your video recording from here. Again, it takes about a second, but while video recording you can also click your photos from here. So now about the photo and video quality. The Galaxy Grand 2 has the 8MP camera, autofocus camera. Although the sensor size is not mentioned anywhere, I suspect it would be at least a 1/3 inch or or at least smaller than that. Now under inner flight, the photos are very good, crisp, but then as you can see in some of the photos out here, they tend to oversaturate the colors. Camera, specifically towards the red and orange spectrum. Under low light you see some kind of a noise, at least over ISO 400, but then below that the phone does a pretty good job of checking the noise. The video, again, there is no fuzziness. Under inner flight it's quite crisp. The full HD video does a very good job
of keeping the fuzziness out, and you don't see much discoloration and all. Of course, you cannot autofocus on digital zoom because it's a digital zoom. Under low light, we've seen a better video performance than a better image performance. The audio levels, the camera captures the audio level quite well under both conditions. Now coming to the music app, again, if you've seen TouchWiz UI, you will be very familiar with this kind of UI, and we love the fact that it also let us explore the folder. A lot of phone does not have that option. Now let's go ahead and check out its music performance. Very loud and bassy speaker output. We absolutely love that. This is one of the best we've heard, at least at this price point, and even it will beat some of the flagship out of the bones. What we like is that in many of the devices you actually find, I mean, if the sound is loud, you would find it pretty flat, or if or the manufacturer would try to check the loudness to keep the bass heavy. But here I find almost both things very balanced and on the louder side, which is great. There's the absolutely a triple plus speaker output, and it sounds even better when you use the supplied earphones, because generally Samsung's earphones are of premium quality and they enhance the bass and they very nicely tune the treble. So all in all, full marks to the music output, both via speakers and via earphone. I will quickly check out the UI. That will show you all the songs, and then you can go here and do the same thing. Yeah, that's volume, shuffles and all other stuff. You can go to settings and then you can do some other stuff. Like you see, you have sound alive, which is normal. You can of course customize it according to your taste. You have some advanced settings here. You can switch on the bass to give all the more bass, and then other stuff. You have adapt sound, and so a lot of new features that came into the music, plus the music output is also brilliant. We've shown you the video output, and we love the video output and the video sound output as well. The browser, now it's a very typical Samsung TouchWiz browser. There you see the settings and all. You can force a desktop view. Those are the settings, and those 4.3 like tab arrangement feature. You can see this as slides and the tabs come in there. We'll quickly go ahead and we'll check out its HTML5 test scores. Yeah, and it should be in the 4,500 range. Let's see how much it scores. 472 out of 555, which is actually brilliant, and actually much more than many of the devices that we've seen. Yeah, very good. It also supports the usual pinching, zoom and other thing, and very desktop grade display. You have as translation, your FM radios and my files, and as voice and all the other stuff. You also have some other third-party apps like Flipboard, Dropbox and TripAdvisor. You can also drag it from your app to open your Flipboard. That's called My Magazine. Now this feature also came with the Note 3. You have of course the default Google apps here. Drive is the new addition, then you have Google Photos and Hangout and other. So that's about the main menu. Now the call quality is brilliant on both sides. The reception level is also very decent. We tested the reception level in 3 places: the second level basement, inside an elevator, and while coming down on escape ladders. Now the escape ladders was absolutely fine. On the second level basement also we could talk quite a bit, although the voice was breaking. Inside the elevator for at least 2 levels we could talk a bit, but then it snaps eventually. Now let's do some gameplay testing of the Galaxy Grand 2, and we'll start with Fruit Ninja. Yeah, let's see how it fares. It should be quite easy for the Grand 2. It's not such a demanding game. There's no lag till now. Pretty smooth, very smooth. No lag whatsoever. 3 fruit combo was totally cool. 5 fruit combo was also totally cool. So very smooth. Next is Beach Buggy. We'll tap to play. The movie shows slight lag, very slight lag. Let's try. Texture. Droplets were fine. Fast, immediate response. Not bad. Good environmental details. Satisfactory gameplay. Overall, FIFA 14, and we have a great game in hand. Manchester City playing Manchester United. So let's go and check how this fares here. I'm gonna quickly go ahead to settings and then try the controls, the classic ones, yeah, which actually gives more pressure on the GPU, slightly more pressure. You see, very smooth, good enough. Yeah. Overall, a very smooth gameplay out there. Cool. Yeah. So very smooth gameplay overall. There's even the animations don't shutter, don't lag any frames. Cool. Next is Asphalt 8. There's very slight lag in the movie. Let's see how it fares. Quite smooth so far. Asphalt 8, but still nice animation out there. Yeah, so smooth gameplay here as well. Our last test is with Nova 3, and so far so good, not a significant frame loss. Cool.
Nova 3 is a very demanding game. So no frame loss, satisfactory. Yep, now let's shoot some bad people. No lag whatsoever. Satisfactory. Very smooth. Yep. Very smooth gameplay. As you can see, overall very smooth gameplay. There is no frame loss at all. Cool. Now, should you buy the Galaxy Grand 2? Well, it has a lot of competition because this particular space of about 24-25k is very crowded. You have the usual mid-spec devices like the Lenovo K900, or you have the Lumia series, the 900 9XX series, and then you also have the budgeted big screen devices like Huawei Ascend Mate, or you have Xperia C, and then again some of the bigger screen devices. Very crowded. But then what we like is that first thing, it has a very updated OS, Android 4.3. You do not see Android 4.3 in most of the devices at this range. Plus the back cover, the look, kind of some of the elements were borrowed from Note 3, which again we like. The user interface in general is the one that could score at this price, because it's very updated. The software absolutely smooth. There is no lag, no significant lag whatsoever, even when you're multitasking heavily, or you have enabled all the animations and stuff. The music output is phenomenal. The video output is great. The image and video qualities are more than decent, although not exactly great. So after all, I guess first thing, it's a very good upgrade from the Galaxy Grand 1. The Galaxy Grand 1 actually lags quite a bit, but then the Galaxy Grand 2 has come a long way from that. Number 2 is a very good device to buy overall, because it gives you the genes of the more expensive Samsung Galaxy devices. In general, if you have 25k in hand, should you buy this? Yes, definitely. If you love the look of a device, if you don't mind the plastic construction, and if you want the updated OS. The only significant competitor I see here is the Nexus 4 and a bit the Nexus 5, although you might have to pay about 4 or 5k extra. But Nexus 4 and 5 are much more powerful devices than the Galaxy Grand 2. Apart from that, well, if you're a Samsung lover, of course, Galaxy Grand 2. Even if you're not a Samsung lover, if you want to buy this, then you can't go much wrong. Thank you. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel for more such awesome content in future.